Hi, this is Ann with Fiber Designs by Ann, and this is my thrifted denim jacket patch number 5. I decided to stitch a bird on some fabric that I had that had been, I don't know if it was resist sprayed or if it was a sun print, I can't remember. Anyway, I was going to do an entirely black crow on here, but as I got stitching, it just felt like it would be too heavy, so I decided not to do that. It's inside a pocket, so I wanted to show you, since I'm not showing you how I actually stitched it, I wanted to talk a little bit about setting it in this pocket at the lower part of the jacket front. I actually had to sew this from inside this pocket that I talked about, which is why the patch is seen in here. There it is down there, rather than stitching from inside this part of the pocket, because if I had done that, then you would have felt the embroidery thread inside the pocket. So that's how that was done. And this pocket has, like a lot of pockets, has this inside, and it's double layered. This part is double layered. So the pocket is actually not a set-in pocket on the top, it's just the placket here, and then the pocket is the inside part. So it presented a little bit of trouble. I did stitch this while it was inside the jacket. Probably not the best idea. Would have been easier to do in a hoop and then put it in the jacket. But anyway, because there's stitching line here, I took the stitching out, did a really poor job of stitching that closed again, and of course I didn't want to redo the button, so it was open only this far, but it gave me enough room to get my fingers in a little bit farther than stopping right at that seam. I could get them past that, so it made it a little bit easier to stitch. And then I did I think it would be kind of a fly stitch around the edge to hold it in. And I don't think I even stitched blue around here when I first set it in like I've done on all the others. I think I just put it in there and did this stitch, which seems kind of strange to me. But there is a piece of white, I don't know if I can show that in here. There's a piece of white fabric. There's the inside, which of course I'm not going to be able to put any of that lining over this because it's inside that pocket. So I did use white fabric on the back of that so that it would have a little more to it, and it's not going to touch the pockets covering it, so I don't have to worry about that inside being touched too much, if at all. And of course I had some spots, so we covered them with the flowers. I used black embroidery floss, different. This was one strand, and then this was more, and around the eye got a little bit of white. So just a couple things to think about when you are sewing in a pocket, that it might be a little more tricky to do. You can't get a hoop around it, but if you like handwork, it's really, really fun. I hope you're following along with the series, and if you're enjoying it, I hope you'll give this video a thumbs up, and be sure and subscribe if you haven't. Tap the bell to get notifications for my most recent videos. Until next patch, this has been Ann. Thanks a lot for watching.